two, one. All right, for real. Starting off for real now.
All right, yeah, that was the official countdown to Tech's official death.
I didn't know. I wasn't so sure.
But okay, so far, what do we think?
I don't know. I mean, we got Echo screen time, so that's something.
Yes.
What?
Not seeing
You
him for a
freaking
while.
hate Echo.
Do you want to go on a tangent you went yesterday about your anger with
That's another That's for another video. Okay, we're gonna settle that on something else. But right now, we're talking about this.
Echo's lost people too.
Yeah, including his limbs.
All the Echo hate in here.
Yeah, I know. She's just mad that it was an Echo that died.
Okay, we get the point here.
What makes Tech so special? There was thousands of other clone troopers.
Oh my
Waxer,
God. I know
Boyle.
all the Echo lovers are really going out. Talk about heavy.
Heavy.
See, I know shit.
Fives.
But... Go on.
Anyway, so going off on the actual story.
I want to know why because you told me it was a really top tier episode. I want to hear your explanation on why.
Yeah,
you told me
I don't know why you thought that. It was kind of
here's the thing.
Transition episode.
No. Here's the thing. We get to see the Bad Batch in a lot more action and intensity. And it's not just because of Echo. I will shut that down right now. Echo did had a lot of stuff to do this time around. But the thing is, you had Rampart basically being forced to have to either work with them or basically just end up dying, basically. Because if they all got caught, he knows he's dead. He's already a traitor anyway, so it's not like they're not going to kill him, so he's aware of that.
He's already dead. What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
I thought that's why you're told.
No, but the big thing that I liked about this episode that I say it's top tier is because...
Oh, well, I mean, he got demoted. That's all that matters, I guess.
He's a captain now.
I know, that's funny. Look, I may hate him,
He's a captain, not a...
I dislike him, but I think his sassiness is hilarious. Like, his literal complaint, that's a captain's uniform. You've been demoted. Now put the damn uniform on. No, but it's rare to see them in a genuine, like, high stakes thing. Because obviously they needed Echo in the ship so he can do his techie stuff. And you basically have to have Hunter right at the end basically put his trust on Echo that he was able to pull through. Like, all of it was just no holds bar on that specific portion of the episode regarding the Bad Batch. That's where, like, all the action, it's not just guns a-blazing and start shooting everything. That doesn't make 100% of a good episode. A good episode is where you know the stakes, everything seems to be going at...
That would be Wrecker's best episode, I think.
Yeah.
If anything, that's...
Captain is captain.
Just more of a Wrecker thing to be...
Is that what he said? Captain is captain.
Yeah.
I think that's the funniest line.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Only because,
You're
I mean...
very smart about that.
I mean, who the hell would say that? That's the whole question of it.
Only
Wrecker knows how to add different words and make them work. But
it's perfect.
You guys have seem to be disappointed with the episode, and I'm curious as to...
I'm not disappointed, but it wasn't as hype as I figured it would be.
Well, what do you think then outside of that?
It was an okay episode leading up to the events of whatever the heck's happening. Most likely the death of the entire Bad Batch.
Yeah. I mean, considering now that we have their paint armor gone for good, I think this already just shows off that they're dead. I think that means something now.
That might be a red flag.
So yeah, that's great.
Might is the question.
And I might already. What's that?
Here's the thing. Omega in her section, she's basically has an idea of how they can escape. I'm almost thinking that she manages to escape while the Bad Batch eventually realize she's escaping and sacrifice herself so she can escape.
I'm still for the vote that she just doesn't make it out.
Yeah. I actually have to second that, honestly. I just feel like there's no way she's gonna get out of it. Well, she might get the others out, but not herself, at most.
I can.
Project
If she,
Romancer
if she
still
dies,
exists.
what happens to Project Necromancy then?
Easy. Lord Palpatine returns.
That simple as fact, man. Jeez.
Straight up facts up in here.
Okay. And who gives a shit?
Just someone doesn't want to agree to it, that's all.
You give a shit because you hate it.
I have more of a hatred that it came out of fucking thin air. We may be getting the explanation right now, but that does not justify the stupid shit that they have to go through just to explain this one thing that they decided to fuck up.
We're all aware.
Well.
But
yes.
well. Don't downplay it just because it's backtracking. It's what we've got. And you can't complain anymore because this is going to be our last entry into Clone Wars.
Well, it was already the last in the Clone Wars stuff, though.
Yes, but this is like officially put out. This is going to be the last we touch the Clone Wars.
Bullshit. Tales of the Empire. They'll still have some Clone Wars remnants still there.
I kind of doubt. I mean, now I'm thinking about it. I kind of doubt it now because, like, that just goes on to like.
They can literally just make Tales of the Clones.
Whoever they'll even talk about.
Tales of the Republic.
Okay,
Tales of the Separatists.
Do we need to get to that far?
I'm saying the possibilities are now endless because of the way they decided to do Tales of, well, what was going to be Tales of the Jedi Season 2 now turned into Tales of insert whatever thing you want. Hell, we might even get Tales of the Bounty Hunters, which might actually do something. Bring the episodes that were about Boba Fett in from the Clone Wars that Disney decided to cut out because they're a bunch of pieces of shit. Who knows at that point
further on?
Anyway, look, I've already accepted.
You almost sound salty about the whole thing.
He does. He's very salty about. He's never not been salty about this issue. It's never.
All the good stories gone to shit, but not the point. The point is,
I know, like if we're
to answer what you said, Will. I've always thought that the end of season 1 triggered like the end of the Clone Wars stuff. Like, yeah, you have clones.
It was the transition, that's always what it's been.
Well, destroying Kamino was more or less saying, yeah, we're done with the Clone Wars in a more figurative way.
Who?
Why?
Why?
Everyone just ruined the video.
Yeah.
Just keep going without me. I'll be back.
Well, now we're just going to slander his name. So, I guess this segment we'll talk about in depth how each of them will die. Wrecker will be crushed. I think Crosshair will lose his arm. Who knows how? Hunter will die. And Shadow Tech Crosshair clone will go out killing them all.
Sorry, this was one fun video for Ronnie to freaking now edit now because my service went out on my laptop.
The joys
of
talking to myself.
Hey, you can't have a conversation without yourself.
Oh, it's unfortunate. I hate talking to myself. He's an asshole. It's basically regular me talking to DM me. And that guy can be a downright mastermind. I tell ya, the things that guy thinks up.
Oh my god. It's not as bad as my bad theories videos. That just my bad theories. Shut up. I'm not including the freaking clone assassin tech alive because that one's not. That's gonna be a fun one. It's not happening. At this point, I feel like I'm already confident that it's not happening. But like, I don't know.
That tech's dead, or it's like a clone of Crosshair or something.
One of a class here. At this point, I just feel like we're not even gonna get answers at this point of that.
We might not. Who knows?
Yeah, at this point, I feel like we're just gonna go straight to it, which I'm like, okay, well, that's great for that explaining.
Well, you missed my theories. I was making theories about how each of them will die. I think Wrecker will be crushed. Crosshair will lose his trigger finger. And Hunter will die in front of Omega. And then, let me think. Echo will be captured and turned into a droid.
The droid. You might as well make him the full one.
Yeah, they're gonna use the rest of them to make a full-on droid.
Oh man.
You can see Overlord has influenced me.
It sounds so bad, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my
I think that's
god.
bad. Well, at least they won't go bad as poor Tech. He just went squish.
I hate you.
Like that one season with the cute little lambs. Squish, 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 squish.
Oh my goodness gracious. So but yeah, but this is also, I mean, during the whole Omega like trying to find a way out, it's also giving like the Andor like prison release, like
I still haven't finished Andor.
It's good. I'll leave it at I'll leave it. It is pretty good for it by itself.
I'm gonna ask because it's like, who is Andor? I forget who he is.
So it's actually the one, so the character Cassian Andor is the one in the Rogue One movie. So it's basically his character.
Oh, that guy.
Yes.
I've been trying to figure it out all this time because I couldn't remember where I heard the name. He's
Yeah.
the one Star Wars character that I just did not attach to.
No, I mean I didn't attach to it either, honestly, and I didn't even know until I found out to myself. I was like, oh, this is the state. Oh, we're making connections.
Does that mean they're finally confirming that Rogue One was canon?
Yes.
Good. Because that was stupid for a while when they're saying, "Oh, this is a non-canon story." Like,
oh
bullshit,
no,
it is.
Oh yes, it is. No, it is. So now that show really did connect to it. So
yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah, I was actually my favorite one, but okay, it's just a scene related to that. I'll leave it at that. So I won't spoil it too much, but there's a similar like prison kind of release scene, kind of like that.
I've heard the prison is pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, it was wicked. I will say that. So that was some fun stuff.
An idea of how Imperial prisons are like.
Jeez.
Poor Tech.
Okay. Okay. Nah, I got nothing to say at this point. I don't.
It's just like poking with a stick.
I'm just. Sometimes it feels like that. Honestly, I'm just like, wake up. You're there.
Remember this guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Don't
your
forget about
favorite character or something like that. He died.
Ah. Don't worry, it hasn't sinking in yet, but I know it will.
Ah,
But yeah, great. I mean, it's an okay one.
honestly, I'm waiting for more Ahsoka series. That was
Really?
really good. That was really good.
Okay. I'm surprised. I don't know. I mean, it was pretty good. It really was good, honestly.
I
On
like
that.
I like Thrawn. Thrawn is a really good
Oh,
villain.
oh, that's you know. To be fair, and the actor who did play him did it spot on. So I will give it that.
What did
Even
you
though
not like about it?
um, what was what did I not like about it? I guess I guess the whole like the transition that Ahsoka basically abandoned Sabine from the training. I was like, oh, okay, this
I
is
was
where we're at
surprised
now.
by that, but I wasn't particularly like it's not out of her character, but I was surprised that she would do it again.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, I mean that's just what caught me off guard, to be honest, at the most. So it's just
I
like,
was more caught
okay.
off guard that Sabine turned out to be a small-time force wielder.
Uh, that's just like at this point, it just feels like that. Like I feel like any character that they would put in, it's just randomly. Oh, guess what? They're
At
a
this
force
point,
user.
my theory about how people can gain the force is the more time you spend with people who naturally have the force, the more it can rub off on a person to gain the abilities of the force.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, if you really think about that, that is true. Even
I
though I'm not
wouldn't
getting
doubt that would make sense to me. I'm sure hardcore fans would absolutely hate that idea.
oh, for sure. But yeah,
But that
I
would explain a few things, like how Finn gained the ability of the Force later in life,
mhm.
and how Sabine gained the Force,
Yeah. So that
growing
was
up with two Jedi,
great.
and a third being her master. I mean, just makes
Yeah.
sense to me. For me, I think the thing that really sold the Ahsoka series for me
Mhm.
was the droid. What's his name?
Oh, freaking! Oh, what's his name? The- I can't remember his name
Yeah,
now.
he sold it. He sold it
Oh,
for me.
oh my
I was
God!
so happy to see him again.
Oh God! It's so funny because every time every time I hear him, and I know he's from the Clone Wars, but like every time I hear him, I honestly think he and Tech would be like good buddies.
He only showed up in one episode of the Clone Wars, but he's one of my favorite Clone Wars characters.
What do you mean
Because
one episode? He didn't show up in one episode.
you
Oh,
In
don't
now
just
even
you're
know
one?
you're
what we're
back.
talking about.
Yeah, I
You don't know
know
what.
the droid that handled the younglings.
What other episode did he show up in the Clone Wars?
So here's the thing: he showed up in the stuff related to whenever they were attacked by the pirates, which was a
Right.
two-parter episode actually.
Okay, fair enough.
And also, Andrea, unfortunately, Tech is dead, so that the interaction will never
You know what?
happen.
That's a big middle finger to you, honestly. The way you say
Also,
it like that, thing, yeah, it's a big middle finger to you.
Anyways, I think, yeah, I really enjoy that character. I think he was a brilliant add-on into the Ahsoka series.
but okay. Honestly, honestly, I don't know what you guys said, but
It wasn't.
Have fun editing.
yeah,
I mean, leave it at
yeah,
that.
we'll
We're
see
gonna just
about
leave it at
that.
that.
But anyway, overall, what do you guys
We
think?
mentioned like 8 complex names that we expect to be printed on screen and embroidered.
You bitch, you did not.
Yes. Fun.
Have fun.
Better end the recording now then.